everybody, this is Judy at Judy in the Kitchen. Today we're talking about raspberries and how to select the freshest raspberries that you possibly can and how to store them when you get them home so that they have the longest shelf life possible. Well, fresh raspberries are very, very perishable, so when you go to the store, there's kind of a fine line between picking out the best ones and the ones that are spoiled. It's a little tricky. So you want to find ones that are firm and plump and rich in their color. Avoid any that look like they're soft or mushy, and certainly avoid ones that have mold in the package. You want to look at that packaging very well and make sure that there's no sign of moisture in there, because if there is, that's going to be a sign that they're aging and there may be some mold in there that you can't see. So you want to avoid ones that look moist or soft in any way. Now you also want to make sure that they're not crammed in that container. You don't want them to be packed really, really, really tightly, because that will also invite spoilage as well. So there is a fine line between finding ones that are ripe and ready to go and ones that are a little too old. When you get them home, you want to make sure that you store them in the refrigerator, but before you put them in the refrigerator, carefully take them out of their container and just double check them as you go and make sure that there's no berries in there that are damaged or moist or moldy in any way. Get those away from the rest. Then you want to take your container, and I've got two size containers here, one larger and shallow one and one that is smaller but deeper. And you want to take either a folded paper towel or a folded small cloth and put it in the bottom of that container that's now empty. And if you have a spare berry container around that has holes in it for ventilation, take that extra one and also put a folded cloth or a paper towel in there as well. Do not wash your berries. Make sure you don't. You want them to be dry. The purpose of putting the paper towel or the cloth in there is to act as a moisture absorber to help to keep those berries dry. So don't wash them, but once you've got your moisture absorber in the bottom of the container, then very carefully return those berries to the container. If you have the extra container, divide the berries between the two containers. Why do this? It will help for more airflow to be around those berries. They won't be so crowded in the container, and it will help to keep them dry longer, and they will last longer that way. Now ideally, because they're so perishable, you want to use them within a couple days. And you might think, well, why bother going through this ordeal? They might actually last you just a little bit longer than that. But because they're so perishable, you still want to treat them very carefully, preserve them the best way that you can, and putting that moisture absorber in the container and dividing them up will help to keep them that much longer. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. This is Judy at Judy in the Kitchen. Bye for now.